So, what is fluency in your opinion? What is fluency?
Okay, so as far as my knowledge, sir, if you're being able to convey your message in a very formal manner, I would say, like
Okay.
without stucking at any
Without
situation,
fumbling.
yeah, without fumbling. If
Yes.
you are being able to convey your message without hesitation and getting fumbleness during replying your answer related to any topics. So according to me, this is called fluency.
What are the basic requirements to be a fluent speaker? If
I
you want
think
to be
by
fluent, what would you suggest? What are basic things you need, require? Your
okay,
arms and ammunitions.
sir, according to me, by acquiring more and more knowledge about multiple areas, it
Mhm.
will never let you, let you hesitant and stuck at any situations because you are going to
Because you
have
have you have
multiple
enough
knowledge.
knowledge, you have enough content to speak about. If I'm giving you, if I'm asking, like some people are very good in English, okay, they are fluent. But if I ask them, okay, can you talk something about Operation Sindoor? What happened? What transpired between India and Pakistan? What were the root cause of that conflict? Even if they have fluent English, they can't because they don't know what to say.
Yes, this is the
So,
major,
what to say and how to say. These are two things you should learn. You may be able to say it in the best possible way. Your English is so good, but you don't know what to say.
yes,
Yeah. But sometimes you know what to say, but you don't know how to say that.
yes,
So
yes, sir,
that
you are right.
conflict, yeah, that conflict you should resolve. You should be both good in presenting your content the best possible way.
Yes, sir, you are right.
So if I
Because,
give you a small, yeah, tell
yes,
me.
sir, because if you do not have enough knowledge to manifest surrounding your peoples, then what will you discuss, right?
Yes, yes.
People have a great desire to be fluent into this. But what about having knowledge? Because without knowledge, how will you highlight your opinions? What will you describe? That
Yes.
is the
Most of
major
the
issue.
time, people will keep mum. They will simply say, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, that's very good. That's fantastic. I love that. But beyond that, they won't say anything because they don't know.
Yes.
Recently, we were in a meeting and we were talking about something happening in America. I'm your coach, Nandagopal, and I'm connecting you from Chennai. I've been with English RD for more than 2 years as an English coach. So let's have a quick introduction. Tell me, Chandan Kumar, about yourself.
Okay, sure. So this is Chandan here. I live in Bihar state. If I talk about my profession, so professionally I'm a teacher in a primary school.
Okay.
And if I talk about my hobbies, so I love to talk to new people and traveling different places. It is a part of my hobbies. Yeah, that's all.
You love to travel.
Yes,
Wow. And you are a teacher.
yes,
And traveling also will teach you lot many things. Traveling is a good teacher. You get lot of experiences,
yes, of
right?
course.
Right.
Yes.
So which class you teach? What subjects you teach?
Actually, I have taught up to five class students, and especially I teach English subject.
Oh, English subject. Mhm. You teach English as a subject, not as a language.
Yes.
Maybe. Right. So you said traveling is your hobby. So where all have you traveled? In India, Bihar, or even abroad?
Actually, I visited. I think in the last month I went to the Kolkata,
I
where I
went
spent
to Kolkata. Mhm.
Kolkata. Yes,
Mm.
where I spent a lot of time with my relatives, my friends, my colleagues,
Mm.
and I acquired multiple. I mean,
Mhm.
experience, knowledges while wandering here and there.
Mm.
So yeah, that was amazing. I mean, trips for me. So still I am reminding, and by reminding, I'm going to have the smile, over my face.
Wow, that's so nice of you, Chandan Kumar. I like
Thank you.
it. The way that brings a smile on your face. Great. So when you teach English to these tiny tots, like fifth standard, fourth standard, so it's a big challenge to teach them. So do you teach them in Hindi or do you teach English in English?
No, actually, I often, utilized my native language in order
Mhm.
to communicate. I mean, in order to explain anything in a convenient manner to my student,
Mhm.
because all of them, belong to the rural place,
Rural
and they are
place.
not, yes, they are not capable for understanding the things in English language. That's the reason.
So, but in between, you must be using some English sentences so that they get the feel of that language, won't you?
No, I do not
No,
use this language,
Only Hindi or
only Hindi
but the
language.
local vernacular.
Yes, you're right, sir.
It's a big challenge. You have taken
Yes,
up that challenge. It's a big challenge.
of
Okay,
course.
so when you speak English, when you have to speak English, so what is the opportunity for you to speak in English to others? So in the teachers' meeting with the principal, headmaster, so where do you get the chance to speak in English, and how you're like so better in English while speaking? So how did you develop this fluency?
Okay, actually, sir, I couldn't have, single opportunity to utilize this language my senior or even in my office, I would say.
Mm,
But yeah, I would say like I have many friends who belong to online sector, you can say,
mhm.
and I'm also the you can consider I'm also social media figure, you can say. Like I have YouTube channel.
YouTube? Are you a
Yes,
YouTuber? Hmm,
yes.
wonderful, wonderful.
So
So, what
by
kind of posts you add to your channels?
I think mostly I have, manifest my idea, my strategy in order to improve spoken English. And apart from I'm interacting with multiple personalities so that I can develop my skill and maintaining my fluency over this language.
So, you said like personalities, famous, popular personalities. Would you elaborate on that a little bit?
A little bit about,
You interact with like celebrities, personalities, popular figures in the society. So can you elaborate a little bit on that? So what kind of famous people or what field from from which field that people are from?
okay, so mostly, I took multiple conversation who belongs to foreigner, I would say Mexican, Japanese.
In
Okay,
India, in India,
no, out of India.
out of India. Ah,
Yes.
how do you get in touch with them?
Yeah, that was secret. I mean,
Okay,
that is secret. I
yes.
couldn't,
Oh,
I can't
disclose
reveal.
that. No worries. No
Yes.
worries.
But,
Great going.
but yet, sir, apart from connecting these personalities, I'm going to connect. I have connected with multiple Indian tutor as well. Uh, like Mohdpiria, I think Mohdpiria you must know about.
More the
He is
Priya.
also Mohdpiria, yes.
Okay.
He is also one of them of the Siari community member. So yeah,
Okay. Right. So this is a demo session, and you want to know how Yari works. So I would like to walk you through English Yari, the how we teach, how we interact, and how we support, how we assist our learners to develop their expected goal, which is fluency, to how to achieve that fluency. So, what is fluency in your opinion? What is fluency?
okay. So as far as my knowledge, sir, if you're being able to convey your message in a very formal manner, I would say, like
Okay.
without stucking at any
Without
situation.
fumbling.
Yeah, without fumbling. If
Yes.
you are being able to convey your message without hesitation and getting fumbleness during replying your answer related to any topics. So according to me, this is called fluency.
What are the basic requirements to be a fluent speaker?
I
If you want
think
to be
by
fluent, what would you suggest? What are basic things you need, require? Your
okay,
arms and ammunitions.
sir, according to me, by acquiring more and more knowledge about multiple areas, it
Mhm.
will never let you, let you hesitant and stuck at any situations because you are going to
Because you
have
have you have
multiple
enough
knowledge.
knowledge, you have enough content to speak about. If I'm giving you, if I'm asking, like some people are very good in English, okay, they are fluent. But if I ask them, okay, can you talk something about Operation Sindoor? What happened? What transpired between India and Pakistan? What were the root cause of that conflict? Even if they have fluent English, they can't because they don't know what to say.
Yes, this is the
So,
major,
what to say and how to say. These are two things you should learn. You may be able to say it in the best possible way. Your English is so good, but you don't know what to say.
yes,
Yeah. But sometimes you know what to say, but you don't know how to say that.
yes,
So
yes, sir,
that
you are right.
conflict, yeah, that conflict you should resolve. You should be both good in presenting your content the best possible way.
Yes, sir, you are right.
So if I
Because,
give you a small, yeah, tell
yes,
me.
sir, because if you do not have enough knowledge to manifest surrounding your peoples, then what will you discuss, right?
Yes, yes,
People have a great desire to be fluent into this. But what about having knowledge? Because without knowledge, how will you highlight your opinions? What will you describe? That
yes.
is the
Most of
major
the
issue.
time, people will keep mum. They will simply say, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, that's very good. That's fantastic. I love that. But beyond that, they won't say anything because they don't know.
Yes,
Recently we were in a meeting and we were talking about something happening in America because Donald Trump, he has imposed a special tax to all the countries, which is called as Trump tariff. So we were discussing about that, how India is going to be affected by that special tax. Normally, India was giving only 12% tax, and all of a sudden, he increased it to 26%. So that will affect the global trade, India's relationship with America, lot many aspects to differ. So when we were discussing, I could feel, I was observing some people whether they are opening their mouth and are they talking. They were busy eating and talking with others. They never talked anything about this topic which we were discussing because I knew they are not aware. They don't read newspaper, they don't watch news, and they don't do anything to acquire some knowledge what's happening national arena or internationally. You should be aware of what's happening around you. Then
of
you
course,
can
sir.
speak. Then you can speak.
Of
If I
course.
ask you, okay, talk something about Bihar, you will be able to talk because you know the in and out of Bihar, the politics, the people, the poverty, employment, unemployment, the issues, the social causes. You know everything. But if I ask you, Chandan, can you speak something about the nightlife in New York? You will go totally blank. You can't say anything. But if you had visited in New York, it will be easy for you,
Of course,
right?
sir. You're
Right.
right.
I give you a small topic and I want you to talk on that. Maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Time.
Okay.
You have to talk about one proverb: practice makes man perfect. Do you believe that?
Yes, of course, sir.
Why?
Because by doing the same thing every single day, you're going to be proficient into it because you're going to aware visually many things regarding these matters. I know after entering the new situations, we are going to be fighting little bit
Hmm.
because you would be the new person there, right? But it's time to optimize yourself by knowing the exact quality of your areas out. The qualities of areas, I mean, anything related that matters. And after that, you're gradually knowing about how it works, how to optimize myself, and how to be like them, right? I'm talking about just as example of new society, right? So it takes time a lot by knowing, by aware all these things related to that areas, and that will make you confident enough to adjust yourself and performing tremendously in your life.
Wow.
That's the reason practicing makes perfect human.
Anything you want to achieve, you want any special skill, you practice. Have you heard about tongue twisters, Chandan?
Of course, sir, I've
Can you
heard,
tell me one tongue twister?
but I couldn't do like.
Okay. I'll give you one tongue twister, and before you leave, I can make you speak, make you recite that tongue twister. Upper roller, lower roller. Try.
Upper
Roller,
roller,
lower
lower
roller.
roller.
ऊपर वाला नीचे वाला upper lower roller roller either this side you have upper roller this side you have lower roller go slowly start upper roller lower roller upper roller lower roller try
Sir, let it go, sir. This thing.
just I'm just telling the power of practice. You have tiny thoughts, you teach the train the children so you can ask them to get trained by this is a powerful device, a powerful method to speak in English to improve your fluency because our speech organs are accustomed to speak our vernacular, our mother tongue, not to speak in English. Our speech muscles, we have to train them in speaking English. For that, you have to try out something like this.
Of
And
course,
if you
you are right.
practice, and if you practice this within like few hours, you can see that upper roller, lower roller, upper roller, lower roller, upper roller, lower roller, upper roller, lower roller. See, you can go faster
Yes,
just
yes, sir.
to tell you to that the power of practice. Similarly, if you want to be fluent in English, you practice daily. How do you practice? You speak daily. To
Yes,
speak,
sir.
people will ask, I don't have a speaking partner with whom I would speak. This is what English Yari is offering. We offer you unconditional partnership to speak and speak only in English, nothing else.
Of course, sir. I would say
What
this
I feel
application.
in your case, you are speaking so well, you have great vocabulary, and you are super cool, and you're so confident when you are speaking. So, what you want to improve your style of speaking, and for that, you need a partner. That's it. Like 25, 30 minutes of daily practice, association with a coach will never give you like any kicks in your butt or never be judgmental, who will never laugh at your mistakes, will never criticize you for not practicing or making mistakes. It will be a totally friendly atmosphere.
Yes, sir. You are right. Okay, sir. Let's discuss something else.
Yes, please ask. Shoot your question.
Okay. So let's discuss about having aggressiveness. Why aggressiveness wouldn't be existence in youngest?
Say again.
I
Why?
mean to say that like aggressiveness, in this time the young generation has a lot of
They're
aggressiveness.
so they don't have aggressiveness. Okay. Mhm. So how to develop aggressiveness?
No, no, how to remove this? I think.
Remove that. They don't
Yeah.
have, or they have. They are aggressive. You
Yes.
mean to say, yes, they are aggressive, and this is a dangerous quality, I would say. You should not be aggressive. You should, whether in your act, in your deed, and your words, you have to be polite. You should be polite. You should be respectful to your teachers, your elders, your friends, your relatives, your neighbors, with everyone. Whatever may be the case, whatever may be the situation, you should not lose your temper. You should be a cool headed person. Because these days, because these students, this new generation you're talking about, they don't have time to interact with the people. They are all the time doom scrolling, watching videos, watching movies, all kinds of movies, which can instigate them, which can inculcate kind of negative thoughts in their brain. Earlier, like, the grandparents used to teach you some moral stories. They used to, like, they will teach you Mahabharata, Ramayana, or some fairy tales. All these are to make you a wonderful human being, how to behave in a public place. No, schooling, education, the teachers are supposed to do that, but it is a dog eating dog world. It's a rat race. People, the students, they don't have time to learn the basic etiquettes. They are not civil, they are not cultured, because they are not taught in that way.
Yes, sir.
Like, see, if I used to live in the US, you can't see even a small piece of paper on the road. You won't see a banana peel on the road. You won't see any garbage or the trash on the road, because the people are taught like that. If some paper is there, my granddaughter would say, "Hey, grandpa, who has done this? Pick it up. Pick it up." Do you have that culture in our country? Do you think how many years it would take to have that culture in our country?
It's very difficult
Respect.
to.
Because we have to catch them young. The young generation, your concern is really, really alarming. These people, the more students, like a just drop of a hat, they get annoyed, they shout at others. I've seen many youngsters fighting in the railway station, airport, inside the train, in the bus stand, because their tolerance, level of tolerance, they are so intolerant. What do you think? What do you think about this topic? How can
Yes,
we
sir.
inculcate some values in this young generation?
According to me, sir, like it's an obvious thing why they are being, became aggressive, in such, areas because of having a lot of distractions. Influencer,
Could
I would
be
say.
family backgrounds,
Family
negative
backgrounds, yeah.
influence,
Influences,
the
yeah.
parents, they never
And
took care of them, the teachers
yeah,
never took care of them.
and of their
Abuse,
localities.
abuse, yes, locality where they live, because we are bound by our surroundings.
Yes.
Like, no,
What they
some
are
people,
consuming within a
exactly,
24 hour, what they
exactly,
are
the
consuming.
stuff they are consuming. Like one of my colleague, she works as in an NGO as a teacher, and she every weekend she goes to a slum in Mumbai to teach the slum students. You see, this is what you just said. Their surroundings. If you go to a normal school, if you ask them what do you want to become, who is your role model, they would say Dr. Abdul Kalam is my role model. Mahatma Gandhi is my role model. I want to be someone like that. But in this slum, they will say, I want to be like Phulan Devi. I want to be like, some gang leader. I want to be a gangster. Because some pent up angst, anger is bursting out.
Yes.
They
And
don't get what.
we can call it immature actions towards any matters.
Can, immature. But not how do they gain achieve maturity, because we become matured not only the age, as you said, we are living in a society, how the society treats you, what the society teaches you, that matters. Schooling, education is not just only for English, maths, chemistry, physics, and education will or should make you a civilized person. They never use these magical words like, excuse me, sorry, thank you, please, could you please, would you please. These are the magic words we use in English. Do you think these students are using that? Those who are so aggressive, they will say, get out. They will say, oh, get me a glass of water. And we, educated class, we would say, could you please get me a glass of water? Can I call you tomorrow if you don't mind?
Yes, that's the reason, sir. Having self-existence in a good environment, you are going to reflect your great quality around the people. That is called humble,
You
right?
have that humility in yourself. You should be on the floor, on the ground. You should have your head on your shoulders. You should
Yes.
read a lot. You should read a lot. Follow some good leaders in our life. We should have role models in our life. I want to be like that. I want to be like Chandan Kumar sir. That is the success of being a teacher. Even I, like I'm 65 years old, even now, I respect, I don't have the picture of that teacher who taught me English. Every day, every single day, I think about my English teacher. When I have some doubts like grammar, then I use what my teacher taught me. How did she teach me reported speech? You teach them reported speech, passive voice, active voice, tenses. Do you teach your students these? Tenses, passive voice, vocabulary, sentence structure, subject, verb plus object, subject, verb, or complement. Do you teach all these, or what do you teach? How do you start their English journey?
Okay, sir, are you asking me?
Yes.
Oh,
How do you
actually,
start? Yeah, see, you teach English, so what do you start with?
actually, by giving the little explanations about little grammars, like basic grammars,
Basic
because
grammar.
I know the students are not that much capable for acquiring, yeah, perceiving my all these things, right,
Because
related
they are
to English.
learning, but they must be speaking super duper Hindi, right? Or Bihari.
Yeah.
Who taught them? Who taught them?
Yes, they are
Nobody.
habitual of the same
They
environment.
acquired that language. They acquired subconsciously. They acquired that language. You must have acquired your mother tongue. I acquired my mother tongue. I did not join English Ari or, for that matter, any platforms. But now what we are doing, we are learning a second language. We
Of
are
course,
learning a third language. If you acquire this second language, English, like you acquired your mother tongue, the battle is won.
of course, sir. And that's the reason for
For
that
that,
having
for that, to
for
acquire
that.
that, you should get immersed in English. You
Yes,
sleep English, you eat English, you drink English, you walk English, you run English, you talk English, you do everything in English.
yes, and you have to visualize as well from
Yes.
inside.
So in case you are not able to do all these things, what I said, you visualize, you think in English. Let the brain start thinking in English.
Yes, because I experienced these things at my beginnings whenever I felt very low in talking. So I always used to visualize from my inside. I used to create multiple stories so that I
Wow.
can recalling the new vocabulary in my conversation, and that
This is
would
what I
be
did. This is
very
what I did.
convenient for me.
Yes, when I was just 21 years old. I think you are 24, 25. How old
Yes,
are you?
24, 24.
Yeah. So I started my English journey. I never had any other love. When you are 21, you know that, you will have some crush with some girls in your class or in your college. No, I had only one love, that was English. And that English has given me everything in my life.
Of
English
course,
has given me everything what I am now. It is just because of my communication skill, my English.